or welcome. I don't. So, Divine Goddess, maybe you can tell me if anybody logged on while I was not getting chat. Hey, Rainbow. Okay, good, Kate. Now, Star Girl, you're next, so hopefully I can see you. And Divine Goddess, and then then we can at least, hey, Laura. Yeah, I had to close it because I wasn't getting people's, hey, Star Girl. Okay, you're next. I wasn't able to read people's messages or the chat. So yeah, sometimes I don't know why, but YouTube glitches like that. Or okay, you paid. Gotcha. Thanks for the sticker. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you, Terry. How are you? Okay. I could probably squeeze one more. Oh yeah, and rainbow. All right, so I feel like that's good. That's a good place to stop with rainbow. All right, so Divine Goddess, before we move on to Star Girl, I just want to see if you got all of that, and is there anything else that you wanted to know or wanted to dive into? And you know what? I'm going to go get my drink real fast. And by the way, the special is the Halloween tarot. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. So, Divine Goddess, is there anything else that you needed to say or ask? You guys, I'm not seeing new messages. What is going on? Well, Star Girl, I'm going to give you a general reading. Okay. And I like having, feedback and seeing messages, but for now, we'll just do this. Ooh, you've got the King of Pumpkins. This is the King of Kings. He has the Midas touch. So feel like Stargirl, this represents a very nice masculine in your life, or this could represent you. It definitely has entrepreneurial energy and, strong good character kind of energy. It represents stability in all sectors of your life, but definitely stability in money and doing well in financial situations. It's giving me abundance vibes and things coming to you like you've never felt before. And there's that little black kitty right there, and Pumpkin's about to jump on my lap. Okay, good. I see Divine Goddess's message. So she's welcoming us. And here is Pumpkin. Hi, honey. Guess what? We're reading for Star Girl. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Pumpkin is so soft. She's saying that she is bringing you special good luck in your financial sector and or in romance, possibly a earth sign person and or somebody who will support you financially and or somebody who's going to commit to you. Right. Thank you for saying all of that. She's like, "You're so right, Mom. I said all of that." I did. I said all of that. What else do you think we should say? What else is coming up? Pumpkin. Like, Pumpkin, this looks like you. It's like you and Kiki, or you. Double. This is you. Okay. She's chewing on my crystal. Ooh, okay, you've got the Page of Pumpkins. So this could be you. Or so a combination here could be a message of somebody offering you some stability, offering you commitment, offering you a gift, a physical, tangible thing in your world. This could also represent you're learning new things and maybe has something to do with some school or training or just getting new ideas. It could be learning from this person. It could be that a connection, a relationship. Oh, nice. So the Page of Pumpkins could also be you learning new ways of making money and that appearing through maybe a mentor, a wise person, a financial advisor, something like that. Also, if this has to do with love, it could be like a what is it called? May December romance, when one of you is a little bit older than the other one. So it could be like if you see yourself as the page, like a youthful spirit, you may be connecting with an older man romantically, even possibly. But this could just generally be mentorship or somebody who's just wiser and or has great information, who has great knowledge, or a teacher, professor of sorts or something. But yeah, the page, definitely this particular page is kind of student energy. She's learning things. So very good. And even if you don't like find any kind of course on how to make money or something, just the fact that you are manifesting, you're doing the ritual work is good too. Wow, you got the sun. So there is Pumpkin again, and Pumpkin's now licking my arm, and she was chewing on my. I know I don't normally go into these kind of signs, but she was chewing on my crystal, which gives me, tangible money energy, like pentacle energy, and now she's licking me, which gives me love energy, and the cups energy. But the sun is all about success, happiness, vitality, clarity. It's like a yes answer. It's definitely more abundance. It in all areas of your life. It can also represent marriage too. I mean, it's a really happy card. It shines on the whole reading, which didn't really need a lot of shining on because it has already seemed very positive to me. Let me get one more. I mean, that felt like the final outcome card to me. Oh yeah, so I mean, you could this is the 4 of Wands, the 1111 symbol to me. And I see that sometimes as the twin flames. I also see that as a celebration, a party of some sort. So I'm feeling like for you, very much, it could be totally a wedding and a wedding reception. It could be some place that you're going to, some place that you're, like somebody else's, but I feel like this is definitely kind of your energy. And I'm feeling it sort of in this next season, specifically an October season, but between now and December, sort of this good luck, this joy, these at a party, a festival, learning things in abundance. That's all kind of coming to you. I don't see specifically love, but I do see that all areas of your life are abundant. Let me just get a little what's happening next in your love life, and we'll see. Hi, San Shui Mayat. I feel the list is closed right now, but if you want, you can ask your question in the comment section once the video uploads, or you can ask your question in the previous video once that uploads, because I had to reopen the live. Either one. Ooh, so rekindling. So this could be somebody coming from your past, an old flame. It could also be from past life. There's going to be a sense of like knowing this person. They somehow feel familiar to you. They feel like the ease of meeting them and knowing them just feels natural. And when I say rekindle, I don't mean like going back to somebody who was bad to you, or, even if you think they might have changed, not necessarily that type. It's going to be somebody, more like somebody you may have never been in a relationship with, but you were interested in, or something like that, or somebody that you did like, but somehow for some reason it fizzled out, or you lost track of each other or something like that. So it feels more like something like that, but it does have this vibe that at one time you were intimate, at one time you were intimate with this person that might be coming back. So that's the one thing, and especially with the 4 of Wands, this is going to be a happy rekindling if you know this person. And we have the sun from the fire and the sun as well. So 2 strong fire energies in this fire here, and it could be twin flame energy. It could be the twin flame coming down into the material, all the things you've been wishing for, the abundance, especially in the financial sector. But on top of that, it feels like positive things in your love life as well. And so the first of 3 timelines converging, I feel, is the love timeline, but it could be also a money timeline for lots of you as well. So this convergence of all the positive things in your life coming together one at a time. Or I don't know, like the universe is very mysterious. it's not linear, so I picture it linearly, but it's probably very elusive in a way that we can't really explain it, but it's going to be beautiful. All right. So, I'm going to take it as a divine union sign. Yeah, I totally think you should, because it felt that way with those two pillars. You know, the four pillars, I mean. It's like a divine union. You know how, like, I don't know if any of you had babies, children, babies, and you have like the pouch where you hold them in the front, and then they just kind of, like, if you give them a pacifier or a toy or something, they just play with it. That's kind of like what Pumpkin's doing right now. So she's being slightly more aggressive. No, she definitely thinks that you are winning the pentacles because she's really focused on this crystal. No, but you can't be. You're not allowed to be focused on the crystal because it'll hurt. Now she's trying to find it. She's like, "Where's my crystal? Where did it go? Where did my crystal go? Where did your crystal go? Poor baby." Okay, let's see. Jada Kate's next. You're welcome, Star Girl. So you wanted a little of these, right? And you want a romantic reading. I should have something chewy on a string for her. That would be better. But I don't want her to chew on the crystal. It could hurt her teeth. Oh, thank you for kisses. Rupert's thoughts and feelings for you. Okay. Rupert. How's everything over there across the pond? If only it was across the pond. So we have 7 of ghosts. He's got a lot on his mind. Many, many thoughts. Many thoughts. So, therefore, hence, we're going to look into his many thoughts. And then we'll get back to, it's cold in the morning. Man, this has been one of the hottest falls we've ever had. It's like 90 degrees yesterday. I can't, it was hard to enjoy the outdoor market because it was so hot. All right, let's see. What's on his mind? Rupert, what are you thinking about Kate? Okay, he's enthusiastic, feeling very excited to be with you. I want to spend quality time with you. And remind me, guys, I gotta fix that. I'm selling this and I have to fix that very. So let me write that down somewhere. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The Sally song. This enthusiastic crowd. The enthusiastic crowd. She wants to be enthusiastic. It's sunny in the afternoon, but I don't know how to change. Okay, so, that's okay. You can tell me. I think the difference is 30 or 32 degrees between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So for your zero is my 32, I think. Freezing is 32 here. I know this only because of my Canadian boyfriend. So my 90 is your 60, somewhere around there. Let's see what else Rupert is feeling or thinking. Oh, he's joyful. Feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. Oh, it's not equal then. Okay. Let's see what else. Wow, that's a lot. That is a big difference. We don't get those kind of temperature change. Actually, no, in the fall we used to get like at least 70s at night and then maybe inch up to 90s, but we've gotten warm nights, like the whole day is warm. Or we'll get like maybe 50s and 60s at night and then 80s in the day. That's what we normally get, but it hasn't been that way quite a while. What's going on over there? Hey, Willow Wolf. Oh, I can't talk to the dead. I'm not talking to the dead. I'm talking to the live. Rupert is live, and so I'm checking on his feelings through the spirit. Spirit is not dead. Spirit is like God energy, the divine. Wow, all the good cards are coming out for you, Jada Kate. So I think he really loves you. He's joyful when he's around you. Feeling warm, cherished, and blessed to be connected with you. Anything else, Rupert? All right, and occasionally left out. So that's what I was seeing in the Seven of Ghosts, seeing like 5 out of 7 things are great, and maybe a couple of things. Let's just do that. Let's pick 7 cards. So we have 4. Let's do 3 more. He's intrigued. Feeling like I should investigate these clues, which is kind of like, sort of like my stalker card, a little bit. Like he's just he's checking you out to see how you're doing, but maybe he needs to like actually ask you, but he does like check on you without you knowing sometimes, I think. Okay, let's see, what's the other 2? With you, we're doing a lot of addition here today. Conversions of... Oh, he's enchanted by you. So, I'm mesmerized and amazed by your loveliness. Very nice. Okay, one more. Oh, and he wants a date with you. So, like, the majority of the feelings are good. Only one little, like, occasionally feels left out. Like, the chill and the distance. So maybe there's a distance between you, and that's the part that he doesn't like. But everything else about his connection with you, he likes very much. And he would very much like a physical time with you where you can go out together. Feeling like I'd like to take you on a ride and show you a whole new world to spend a special, memorable time with you. So that's how he's feeling right now. So let's see what else. There's There's no like magic in a card. The magic is within you, and magic comes out any time of day or night. It is like it's like a gift from God, magic. Now, if you were into dark magic, nighttime, yes, possibly would be a better time using dark forces, but that I don't believe in using dark magic. I do believe in sometimes taking a look at your shadow side, like your shadow self, which is connected to your ego, and sometimes the false beliefs and the false messages, and really analyzing those and getting to the heart and the core of why people ask what they ask and do what they do. And that to me is the real darkness, is when people behave in a certain way that diminishes other people or tries to bring a false narrative or a falseness to something that they don't know anything about, or think like assumptions and things like that. But if you're in the light and you're doing light work and you're trying to help people, then that's what I'm about. All right, let's see what else for Jaded Kates. That's right, Jaded Kate. I'm sparkles and glitter here. You know what? Okay, I'm going to take these because I bent it down. So on the one hand, Kate, he's dreaming of you a lot, both daydreaming and night dreaming. Speaking of the moon, and that's funny. Pumpkin even does that. So it's like, it's all, and he also kind of feels like always connected to you all the time. Like you're psychically connected. Like there's no real distance between you because you're psychically connected, even though in a physical sense there seems to be a distance or a chill in the distance as well. And it's funny that we're talking about your temperature, your physical temperature, because like the chill in the morning, because there's chill. He feels that chill almost. The Hierophant is really good too because it is the sign of Taurus and stability and traditional things. So he very much would like to do more traditional things with you, and have a sense of stability with you, and like rituals, and do things in a kind of a more just a regular way, like dates and hanging out and all kinds of stuff that you normally would do. He is working a lot though, and sometimes work kind of gets in the way of having fun, but if there's anything, like I feel like if there's anything that gets in the way, it could be something about distance and something about work. That those are the only two things. Otherwise, he feels very, very happy to be connected to you. And yeah, he really sees you that way. So let's get what was your question? Can you also ask if he will follow me on Instagram? I think it's like looking at IG, but I don't see that. That's what this intrigue looks like following you on Instagram, but let's look into this a little bit more then. Okay, so he is intrigued by you, and that makes me kind of get following vibes. Let's see if he'll follow you. Let's use... What deck shall we use? Let's use the Lenormand. I'm gonna buy my Lenormand probably Monday. So then we can finally have one of my decks, or another one of my decks, to use during lives. Okay. Is he following you on Instagram, or will he? Or Kipper? You want a Kipper? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, Kipper. Okay. Okay, let's do... If we're going to mix them up, let's do these two versions. These guys. Okay. So we'll start with the Kipper. Hi, Lakshay Thwar. Please don't spam. I'm trying to read for somebody and I would like to see their messages. All right, let's look into this. Is he gonna follow you, or does he already follow you? All right, we got child energy. Okay, I need more information. I think I'll use 3 of these. Okay, I'm going to start over because I feel like this kind of gives me energy that just happened. We're going to go back to your question. Will he follow you on Instagram? Oh, by the way, the other thing that I work with is fairies. Fairies are not dead. They're mystical creatures, but they're not dead. Right, Pumpkin? They're very much alive because you play with them all the time. Okay, we got journey and occupation. All right, let's see. Let's see what that means. I feel like, okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting something now. Like he may see you at work when he's at work. But he like maybe when he's in his car or in a place where nobody else can see what he's doing, he may somehow check on you. Let me see if he's gonna like officially. It doesn't feel deceptive necessarily. So let's see. Ooh, okay, get the lovers. So he's definitely, like, he wants to court you. He wants to connect with you. It seems like either he is or he will or he wants to. Maybe he gets a little bit too busy and he can't be on social media very much. I know, you're trying to find it. No, no, you can't have it. Pumpkin. You can't have it. Hold on a second. Stop it, Pumpkin. You can't have it. I don't want you to hurt your teeth chewing on the crystal. Here, you can play with this. Oops. You can play with this. All right, so we have the false person. It makes me feel like, so that part is a bit deceptive. It makes me feel like maybe he's trying to validate the things that he sees with his fears, like he may have fears about what you're doing or what, and so he may be trying to check on you, just to make sure that you're not seeing anybody else, or you're not doing something that is not right or something. Let's see what the Lenormand has to say. He works from home, freelance. I just post funny stuff, memes and quotes and stuff like that. Yeah. And so that could have been what the child was. Yeah. Just like the innocent stuff. Pumpkin, you're being too silly today. Too silly with me. Too silly. So playful. Okay. I think my cat is giving me clues more than anything else. She was pentacles, love, and now she's being playful. And I feel like, yeah, there is a playful energy. He sees your playful energy. I think he does want to interact with it. But I can't tell if he's gonna try to, I can't tell if he's gonna be legitimate, follow you, or if he's gonna just try to look at you without you knowing it, which is kind of dumb. I hate it when people do that. Let's just really follow each other and really be friends. Do we have to be spies? Okay, he sees you as sexy. I guess maybe he wants to see more of that from you, but he wants to see your sexy side. And if he sees you being sexy, he's like, are you being sexy for him or somebody else? Which is ridiculous, you're being sexy for yourself. If you are sexy, but okay. So then we have the tree, and it's funny because the tree also represents body, and I feel like something, if you ever post any physical pictures of yourself, your face or your body, he really likes that a lot. But let's see if he'll follow you, if we can get any more information about following. Yeah, it's sort of unclear. It's just unclear where he's going with all of where this is going to lead. The funny thing is, how it is where that child's energy kind of came out. The thing that happens a lot is when we do even little minor white lies or just tiny little deceptive things, they start to become sort of a trap for us. And so it makes it hard to do legitimate things when we've been stuck in this sort of spy world or whatever. And sometimes it's hard to come out of that. I don't necessarily see that. I mean, the only negative card was the false person, which I'm not getting what that really means. But I think it's his maybe just his fears that you are being beautiful for somebody else. I don't know. Okay. Community. Okay. I think this is a good sign. Community represents, social media, and that could be that he will follow you, or that, yeah, I feel like he will. He's just got to face the facts. He's just got to feel like it's safe to follow you, that you're not interested in anybody else. But not just that. Like, if you keep your social media kind of light-hearted, then that's fine. I think that's what worries him. I think, like, sometimes the masculine has a funny energy about social media, and I think social media breeds on some of their fears and insecurities and stuff, and they see things that aren't really there a lot of the times. It's a lot like this card. Let me oh, like, this one didn't come out, but it's similar to. I don't think it's just, um, a Rupert thing. I think masculines kind of do this sometimes. It's like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's like that. It's like hoping I'm wrong when I see something like this, but what if I'm right? And that's devastating. Like, he doesn't want to, like, follow you and then see something that upsets him, and then he just realizes, or, it's so embarrassing. Like, for instance, if you're Facebook friends and you go through the whole works of not just following each other, but saying that you're in a relationship, and, whatever, it's kind of a doing that relationship thing more beyond just friendship on Facebook is kind of a serious step. It's like showing all the public, everybody that watches your side, your family, friends, whoever, and all the people that watch his side, family and friends. It's like kind of it's like marriage in a way. It's like showing everybody that y'all are together, and if anything happens in the relationship, it's all so public, and it's embarrassing if anything happens. So sometimes I think guys just don't want to go through like the commitment stuff on those sites. And then, I mean, but just simply following each other, just it seems like such a small thing, like but it could be something more than that. That's kind of what I'm getting with Rupert. It's not that he doesn't like you, because obviously he loves everything about you. He is enthusiastic, when y'all are talking to each other, hanging out. He's joyful. Um, he feels loved. He is enchanted by you. He wants to do like traditional dating and stuff, but the intrigued and the left out kind of thing could be like the fears when it comes to committing to some kind of social thing, media thing. Because what happens here is like you let in the community too, and the community is also a voyeur and also judge and also but that's the sad part. The community is supposed to be supportive, and that's how I see my community. But I choose friends and stuff and family who I see as supportive people. I wouldn't add people who I don't add people just randomly, to be honest. I don't follow other people randomly. I and it's not about numbers for me, and maybe it isn't for you either. Maybe it's just about having fun and sharing things and being supportive. But that there's a lot of people who have very negative social media experiences, and like young people who get so badly influenced by certain things, and you've heard stories of people committing suicide and things like that, and it's a place where things can go very dark. I've never had a dark experience, and I've had, but I treat social media like Facebook, for instance, is about the face. It's your facade, it's kind of more surface level energy. And that's how I try to go with it, because, yeah, it, it's supposed to be sort of lighthearted and playful and not too intense. But anyway, yeah, I think that's what you've hit on it, though. Um, him being played in the past. Yeah. You just post what you like. And I think he likes that, and I think that's enough for him. Like to just look and see the things that you post, but not to commit to a following or whatever, because if he follows you, like anybody can see that he's following you. And then, like, people can be purposefully mischievous, misleading. Like, for example, many, many, many years ago, nothing that's happened recently, but many years ago, I had a boyfriend, and we did the whole boyfriend, girlfriend on Facebook kind of thing. And I played a different game. I played a game, and in the game, I had different friends. And one of those friends, I gave my Facebook thing to, but I don't know why. But anyway, on Mother's Day, they posted a rose on my Facebook page, and they said Happy Mother's Day. That's about it. And then my at that time boyfriend got very jealous about it, but never told me that he was jealous about that or that he got upset about that. And to me, it was like no big deal. Like it was just some guy saying Happy Mother's Day, but to him it was huge. And if somebody's feeling like that huge feeling of some like betrayal or whatever, you know, but not telling you about it so you can explain how you see it or help them to understand, see, they're stuck, they're trapped in their own illusion of the situation forever, for as long as they're trapped in it. And it's kind of sad. Like some people just get trapped in their negative illusions for some reason. They want to be trapped like that. So, not that I don't necessarily see Rupert trapped anymore. I don't see any kind of like, cage situation or Eight of Swords kind of situation for him. But I think he may worry about, like, you know, stumbling upon something that he doesn't want to stumble upon and not knowing how to react to that. Anyway, just weird. I don't know. No, I could literally care less about followers, but it would be nice if he did. Yeah, I feel how you feel about that. It's like when whether Rupert's like love or just friend, either way, you want that kind of person, the person in that you care most about in your life to follow you. You want that person to be interested in the things that you say and do, and but in a way that you can see what they're interested in, not something secretive where they don't let you know. There's too much secretiveness, I feel. Maybe false person doesn't represent a person, but it represents the secret because, like, she's covering up her mouth. It's covering up, I mean, and also there's a sense of power following a person without, or looking at a person without actually following them. It gives them a feeling of control, and that could be what you know what Rupert likes. He'd rather feel in control of the situation. If he followed you, then he's sort of being vulnerable or giving in too much or something. Could be something like that. But I think it stems from a lot of, like, it stems from past insecure, things that make a person insecure, the past and stuff. And I think for the masculine to feel secure, sometimes they go into this false sense of control. But Kate says, I just noticed the fan was see-through, but it concealed, so he might be watching but can't see that. Yeah. And so both characters here could represent some of this. Like this could be Rupert, like he sees you with him, but you can't see him. He's got a mask on, and so he is following you somehow, but in a way that you can't see him. But yeah, and he's not speaking to you. So it would be nice if he could speak to you. I don't know. I don't like using social media that way, in a detective kind of way. Like, so there should be honesty within people. But I understand, like, a masculine's insecurities can make them do strange things like that. Yeah, I hope he reaches out. I mean, I feel like with the date card, there's this sense that he may, like, with this the date card and the Hierophant, I'm kind of getting like this energy that he really wants to do something very just normal with you, like this whole, going behind the scenes and watching you from behind a mask. Maybe he doesn't feel that great about, but I think he would like something more like this, a little more traditional and more open, where y'all could just be together and be traditional. So keep hope for that, because yeah, despite everything else, I think that's what, the lovers is courting, like a traditional old-fashioned courting, where he gives you flowers, and he writes you poems and things like that, or says nice things about you, doesn't rush it, takes his time. That's back to the Hierophant too. The lovers is kind of that energy where, um, yeah, because he feels so much joy around you. He feels so loved. This is how he truly feels, right? I just want you to know how he truly feels. The other cards were kind of representing what keeps him from going through with following you on social media. And the final one was the social card. It's the actual people out there that make him not want to do that. It's not so much about you, it's about the other people. Like he just doesn't want to see people's comments, I guess. Or and he doesn't want anybody commenting on his comments if he has comments. Or and then it's like a competition of comments. It's like, you know, it's just a whole stupid thing, I guess. I don't know. It's just dumb. I have male friends in my life who are just friends and nothing more, that will comment on stuff. But, it may blow other people out of proportion if they just see a friend, whether it's male or female, comment on something. Even if it's so simple of comment, or if it's a heart. Like I know with my eldest son, and he's had issues where I know before he met his recent woman, he was he was like interacting with people, and he would give out hearts, okay? Because it's just easy. It's just like there's a heart there and you just heart it, right? But females in his life would be like, "Why are you giving hearts? Why don't you give a thumbs up?" And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I have to look for the thumbs up. I have to like search through my emojis to find the thumbs up." And it's just a silly thing. It's like sometimes social media can make people act so much like the child, right? And I think that's what makes him, like, the whole idea is just so child. It's just so child. So like the child is good, like, because it's playful and fun and memes and sweet and easy. And then it's bad because it's childish and sometimes petty, and people do and say stupid things. And so that could be it, like, there you go. But I just want you to know this is how he feels about you, okay? And it's not anything against you, but I know, like, it would be nice. It would be. At least he could just follow you and then y'all can just message each other whenever you need to. Like it's a good thing to have in case of emergency. Like I don't know, like if they don't answer their phone or something, and you can at least see if they're safe and okay. I kind of do it because I like to post family pictures and things, so everybody can see, hey, if they don't see me here on YouTube, then they can see I've been busy with doing family stuff. And that's basically like that's some of why I do, post pictures, and also it's pictures for my family to enjoy as well. It's like so it's like that. Anyways, but thankfully I don't have too much trouble with that. He did have an ex-girlfriend watching his Facebook, so he literally blocked his comment section because he didn't want to deal with her snooping. Yeah. And then it just makes the experience so not fun and kind of complicated. Like, all right, well, if I follow her, then I'll have to work on all these privacy settings, and I'll have to, like, well, allow these people, but not allow this person, then do this and do that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's silly. Like, you're either open or you're not open, but if you have to do all this stuff in your privacy settings, then it's just like maybe it's just to him, it's just not worth it. And it's true, like people can be so petty out there, right? I mean, there's a lot of disinformation and hate mongering and all kinds of ugly stuff. Thankfully, I don't experience any of that stuff. I love you guys, Sparkles of Light, people who follow me for the most part, like I'd say 99.9% of the time are super loving and supportive and kind, but there are like there are difficult people out there. So does that help, Kate? Anything else we can do to help clarify or get? Because it's not about you. Sadly, it's about community in general. Some messages, yes. Okay, let's get that. Because I actually was thinking of that. I was thinking of that. Hold on, Pumpkin. Pumpkin came back and licked me some more, so you know. Oh, she's so soft. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Well, this is on the bottom. We should talk about everything and clear the air. That's nice. Yeah. She was called Yoda. She was so tiny when she was little and she wasn't growing. So she was like old in age but small in size. But then, and also she was born near May the 4th. So I thought a Star Wars theme would be perfect. But one day I reached down, I was like, come here, Pumpkin. And my daughter's like, oh, that's a perfect name for her. And I'm like, Pumpkin? She's like, yeah. Like, okay. That's true. October sure is. Okay, here's what Rupert's saying. I lost you once and I'm not going to lose you again. He's definitely afraid of losing you. Like, and he doesn't want to visually lose you either. Like, what if he gets on Instagram and something happens and he loses you and like that as well. Okay. But enough about Instagram. I genuinely care about you. This love is unbreakable. I will always love you. Very nice. Let's see what else. A little bit more. Give us a little bit more, Rupert. Okay. You are so radiant. You shine like the brightest star. See, that's what I want to hear from the masculine. I want some compliments. More compliments. Okay, let's go. Some more compliments. Whoa, that was a flyer. You deserve the world, honey. Man, his worth issues sometimes really get the best of him. Well, this is important. I need to let my ex go. That pain still lingers. So there is pain there. I vow to love you the best that I can. If I had one wish, ... Oh, we'll have to tune in next time. What is Rupert's one wish? Keep that in mind, okay, Kate? Next time that we get together, we're going to answer this question. What is his one wish? Okay? In the saga of Kate and Rupert's love story, what is Rupert's one wish? I know a song called A Wish for Wings That Work. Oh, I love that. That gives me goosebumps. You'll have to... Okay, I'll have to look that up. I'm going to write that down. A Wish for Wings That Work. Okay. Now remind myself some of these things. It's a metal song? Even better. Thank you. I need good metal songs sometimes. So who sings it? Poison the Wall. Okay. Very nice. If I learn it, maybe I will even sing it on Smule. All right. Unless it's a lot of growling, and then I'd have to sing it operatically instead or something. Yeah, look at the lyrics. Sometimes these things come to your mind for a very certain purpose. And of course, it's sung in a metal way, but I know a lot of beautiful metal songs that have really gorgeous lyrics, And if you just take the lyrics separate from the genre, you can do anything with it, really. Not that metal's bad, metal's just fine. But I love sometimes taking metal songs and making them soft rock songs. Oh, I love beautiful. Okay, I love beautiful voices. One of my favorite metal bands is called Faceless, and there's one guy that screams, and the other guy sings very melodically, but it's melodic in general. I think the I think their songs for have a very nice, and I like Euro metal too because of like what's that one? Sonata Arctica. I love some of those singers are just, yeah, they're just really beautiful voices. Within Temptation, oh yes, yes, I love them. Yes. I forgot the name, but I know who you're talking about. And what is that? The Italian one, guys. They're kind of operatic. The lady that sings with them, what's their? Oh, maybe that's Within Temptation. But there's a couple of those metal. I saw one band in live, and they had kind of like ghostly faces, and they're Italian. It's so cool because they came from Italy to sing in Houston, and then they had the lady that's the opera singer. Oh, okay. But there is another group. I think they're Italian. Anyway. Well, we could have a whole nother discussion on metal songs and stuff to be continued. So remind me what Rupert wants to tell you, and also we can and remind me. Let's talk more metal. And in the meantime, maybe I can look up some stuff. You should check out their song called "Say My Name." Okay, Within Temptation. Destiny Child's song. Is that Destiny Child? So, say my name, say my name. Hey, Dominique. Oh, the list is closed. I am very packed today. Ow! And I had to kind of push other people away. Ow! Pumpkin, will you stop it? Hi, Laura. Okay, nice. Yes, you are up. And fine. I'm glad you were not not rushed because me and Kate were just talking metal songs. Perfect timing, exactly. Or perfect timing, however you want to see it or say it. Here, you can have this bag. No, I don't want you to have that bag. You can have this bag. No, not that bag. Anything up here you want? How about this? Got this. How about this? Okay, Laura, I'm not sure if my podcast will launch, by Halloween, so I want this reading to be about that. Okay, let's see about your podcast. Ooh, okay. Seven ghosts keeps coming out today. This, so see the different ghosts. They each have like different things on their chests. They got the dragon, they got the diamond, they got the snake, they got that tower house. And they're all happy. It's almost like any choice you make is a good choice. It will get you somewhere. It's important to make some kind of choice. Seven of Cups. Okay. Then we have Eight of Wands and the King of Pumpkins. Very nice. So, Seven of Ghosts. I feel like I just need to learn more about this card a little bit because it keeps coming out for everybody. And this artist is Kipling West. So, okay. So what this means is you're in the imagination phase, and you just may need to, you may need to be there a little bit more, but also not be there too much because like put some physical action behind the daydreams. Like make some small, even if they're small things, make some physical, take some physical, buy some physical thing. Take, like, say for instance, you're going to have a podcast, but you still don't have the microphone that makes you official, or you don't have, let's say you don't have a space, or you're trying to find a space that where you can put up that foam to make your sound quality good, or like those little things. Like instead of like just seeing yourself in this great place and seeing yourself talking and doing all the things that you're supposed to do, this is, to me, is like, go, it's time to like go ahead and physically buy those things that you need so you can be set and get yourself set up, because you don't, it's just like you've been too long in the imagining of creating this thing, and now it's time to actually believe in yourself and step into it. And what are you saying? That's my cast. That's my cast. Okay. And and then the Eight of Imps is definitely about communication. So talking, and something could be happening swiftly and getting, it could actually happen before Halloween. So don't tell yourself that it can't, because it could totally happen before Halloween. And 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 this is your communication. This is you kind of like all thumbs up, ready to go, ready to speak and walk, walk your walk and talk your talk, and do that, use your voice, using your voice and using your mind and your ideas and all the thoughts that are coming to you like very fast and furious, and getting them out there and telling people about them, and being like really certain and positive about it. It also feels very like eager, like excited, action and progress. And okay, so in your work, but of course, if it's in your love department, it also has a little bit of Cupid's arrow kind of energy as well. Cupid's arrow, but it could be somebody falling in love with your voice or your channel or your ideas. It could be this guy, the King of Pentacles, who may be the final piece to the puzzle, where there's some backing, or could be like commercials or some financial backing or something like that. Somebody who's really going to help you. But this also could be you. Like King of Pumpkins is the Midas touch. And this is, by the way, Midas touch is a podcast out there. There's such a thing called Midas touch. And because truth is golden. And I think that's kind of what you're going to do, but in a different genre. But your idea is about, kind of this golden energy, this truth, this coming out with honest dialogue about things. It's getting pitch perfect. Very nice. And yeah, so this could be you and um and your financial abundance, because that's what the King of Pumpkins is about. It's about make touching anything and turning it to gold. So yeah, you're right about not rushing into things, but it's kind of like this very delicate balance between over imagination and um over action as well. Like you don't want to rush things, but also don't want to stay in just the creative or imaginative way. So it's kind of be like trying to find a balance between the two. Okay, let's see what else. I just don't want to rush it. So my thing is that, do I get it out there, if even if it's not really pitch perfect? Okay, let's see. Do you get anything out there even if it's not 100% yet? We got the Knight of Imps and the Hierophant. I feel like probably yes. I feel like you can grow into the pitch perfectness of it, but there's a message that you need to speak right now, and people want to listen to you. You're the teacher. You're going to teach people, and people are going to listen to you. And that's the thing. It's like um it's not ever going to be perfect the very first time you do anything. The first time you do anything, you're always the student, always. You can't start anything as the expert, not really. Like you can, let's say a tarot reader, for example, starts their channel and they say, they spout all their credentials. I'm a 3-generation psychic, blah, 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 da, 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 and I do this and do that, and I created this and that. That's great. That's your resume and stuff, but you're still a newbie to YouTube channel go with it. Even if you have the setup, you have the microphone and the video, and you have maybe you're already well known in the community, but this is your very first YouTube video that you're making. Even with all of that, like somebody who's super prepared, let's just say this, somebody who's super prepared like that, who even has a production crew, let's say, and says, take one, go, whatever, has a manager, all of that kind of stuff. Even somebody that has all of that, um, still is going to be a new person, and they're still going to start at few followers right off the bat. But I think there is a difference. People who are really prepared like that may get more, may or may not get a few hundred more followers initially than just under 100. But I feel like the most important part of getting that kind of attention initially, without all this stuff that in place, is a word of mouth. People really knowing who you are before they even see you, like going to your channel because they know to go to your channel. So advertising is important too. But anyway, I feel like you're, no matter what, you're always going to start in the beginning and and it's and it's, I think it's, you grow as you get better as you keep doing it. And so you're, even if you're not pitch perfect yet, you know there I feel like perfection is a thing that you're going to grow into anyway. So anyway, okay, like what did you say? uh Because now it's stress mode. I'm stressing my boyfriend out. So I just feel like the world needs to hear what you have to say. The Knight of Imps could be your boyfriend, and or the Hierophant. The Knight of Imps, though, is definitely is action, like taking action, doing it. So this is definitely the Nike just do it motto right there. Just do it. So Spirit is saying just do it. Let's get into, we haven't used very many oracle cards today. Kind of like that. And being very, what is the word? Divine Goddess? Freeform? Let's use the Samhain Tarot Oracle and see if there's a Samhain message for you. Crystals and herbs. Maybe there's a whole crystals and herbs things that you got to do. Like you've done everything that you could in a physical sense. Like you got your microphone, you got your setup, you got all that. Now maybe it's just some praying and ritual work that you got to do. But I think you can get started. You get started, and then you'll grow into your pitch perfectness. I don't think I'm pitch perfect yet myself. I have a lot that I could do to be that. But see, that's an example. I'm not pitch perfect, but yet, I mean, I suppose I could and should have more followers, but I like who I have right now. I feel like really content with my followers and my audience right now. So, all right. But there's probably plenty more that I could be doing. Plenty more. The most important thing to me is commitment. You got to make sure you're ready to take this on in a daily way, and really put your 100% into it. But if you're ready, then you're ready. So, Earth's medicine, healing. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from Mother's home. This card is an allegory for the profound healing that comes from working with Earth's medicine. Sometimes you have to come back to the basics, Earth energy. This means touching the Earth and her offerings, getting to know your crystals, herbs, essential oils, and the ground you walk on. Forest bathing or sleeping under the stars, finding a quiet stream or meadow. These are all, to me, good things to do for stress. Maybe you and your boyfriend should go somewhere and de-stress together in a natural setting and not worry so much about the channel or getting that going right now at this minute, but go and de-stress a little bit, and then you clear your mind of all, of fears and worries, and then tackle it. Like, give yourself a chance to be in touch with nature. Earth is always there for you, but like your guides, Mother Nature needs an invitation. Pooling crystals and herbs is an invitation to find a deeper connection with Earth energy. Mother Earth is calling you home, and that healing can be found within nature's language. The earth element represents grounding, connection, stability, and strength. Nature nourishes and supports you and all things on this planet. Behold the sacredness that is Earth's magic. You will feel more replenished as you develop your connection. This message is amplified if you felt burnt out. So if you're sleeping but not rested, full but still hungry, or active but not energized, this card holds even deeper meaning for you, as it signals that those kinds of things may mean that you're a little bit lost, not lost, but you're out of touch a little bit with the earth, with the anchoring feeling of earth, with that stability. And yeah. So let's see. What kind of, I can tell you, so there's the carnelian, that's a good choice for energy and well-being. There's the jet, it's a protection stone. There's obsidian, which is for discovering truth and facing unresolved issues. There's the onyx, which is used to protect against manipulation and aggression and bullying, and it stimulates truth and honesty and strengthening relationships. Herbs for Halloween, for Samhain, are the broom, the garlic, marigold, mugwort, rosemary, sage, wormwood, yarrow. Also, I'm getting a message in my mind, in my head, from Spirit saying sometimes the best time to launch a spiritual channel is during this Halloween season. So, but like most channels, I think this is a good time period to launch it, you know? So consider that. Oh, yeah. And let's see. Let me give you a little. Okay, let me give you a. Why not? Let's do this. I'm going to give you a Halloween card, too. Halloween Oracle message. Okay. Oh, I love this one. Nice. This is so perfect for you. The Skull of Stars. Let's go pick. Let's go. Skull of Stars. Skull of Stars is about infinite possibilities. And it's one of the most positive oracles in this deck. And it's saying, why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. So this is just saying that don't think small. You know, you're allowed to think big. And, you know, you're born, you know, you've got a blank canvas to paint on. It doesn't mean it has to be a masterpiece at you know, when you very first start. You're just painting like just the shapes right now. And Pumpkin just jumped on my lap again and kissed me. So it's easy to feel small in a world that's so busy and impersonal and self-absorbed, but um that can get you in the way and can get you stressed out. But this card is saying that it's okay to think big and broad about the future, and um you know, your endeavor, whatever it is. Ah, no, Pumpkin, no. You can put your whole heart and soul into it and live the life that you want with, and honor your own wishes and your truth. So this is, to me, this is a thumbs up card too. This is a go for it card. Whatever you wish for, you can make real. You can make reality. It's the stars in all decks seem to be wishes coming true energy. So I feel like, yeah, whatever you wish for can come true. If you need to, also we got stars. So if you need to take a little time out and like just lay under the stars with your boyfriend or by yourself, you know, and get grounded and in the, it could be a very nice cathartic way to see how small you are and how small your problems are, and how, you know, you're just a little voice, but you know, you can make such a big difference. And might as well get started with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's beautiful. Anything else you feel like you need to help you out here? Good. All right, great. All righty. I'm getting hungry, you guys. I didn't squeeze in any breakfast this morning.
Oh, Pumpkin. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, Pumpkin, so pretty. My little pumpkin. My little pumpkins. Are you so perfect for this season? You are. What's coming up for you this month? Let's see. Okay, Terry. Did you watch the October reading? Let's see, Terry. Okay. I think I saw your comment. Let's see. What's going on with Terry? What's coming up? What's coming up for October? Okay. We've got 10 of pumpkins. Nice. Right off, I got goosebumps. Right off the bat, you've got the big money card. You got 3 of pumpkins. Ooh, and 3 of ghosts. Eee, okay. Excuse me. I got so excited. I got all choked up. Okay. For starters, 10 of pumpkins means you are in for a big money situation where money's coming through this month. So I think it looked like more like November more than October, but maybe with all your great intention ritual work, you're um, speeding up the process, and this very nice new moon energy with the 3 timeline merging thing, maybe even that sweet little mini moon running around. Like the moon feels sort of like a pumpkin and a and a pentacle to me. So the 10 of pumpkins definitely is about happy outcomes, completion and satisfaction and rewards and riches for your efforts. And the 3 of pumpkins represents the what you're doing, the physical activity you're doing to create the things. So I feel like for you, Terry, some of what happens is luck, like dumb luck, where you didn't have to do anything and you just have a bunch of money. And some of what you're doing is because you put in some effort into it. You created it, you designed it, you worked on it. And so this is, yeah, the hard work and the passion behind the things that you do, and craftsmanship and the skill and people's enthusiasm about what you do, and your success and reaping what you've sown. So anything positive that you've put into anything that you do is coming back to you in a financial substantial way. Yes. And the 3 of ghosts is the celebration of all of this. So specifically friends, like girlfriends, close friends, or whoever you're closest with, the people that you like to people who cheer you on, people who you like to be with. But it's like an intimate crowd here, like an intimate friendship. Oftentimes this feels like happy hour to me. Like, when teachers are go to work, and then after they get off of work, they go to bar together and have drinks because they're kindreds. They know what it's like to be teachers. They can laugh about some of the antics that have happened in their classrooms or whatever, and then they over drinks or whatever. But it feels kind of like that. It feels like even the 3 of pumpkins with the 3 of cups feels like, or ghosts. The 3 of pentacles feels like to me like literally 3 people getting together to create something, or a small group of people, and then that same small group is celebrating their accomplishment, and you're kind of part of that, or you could be the head of that. Or or let's say, for instance, you design something for 2 people that they admire you, and then those 2 people, you like, they're so impressed with you, they gave you a bonus.
and they take you out for drinks or something like that. So it's a lot of celebrating here. Very nice. Okay, so right out, I mean, I feel like because right off the bat you got 10 of pumpkins, 10 of pentacles. It is a money month for you. What else? Okay, you got justice, which is good. It's like no matter what happens this month, it will be fair. Maybe specifically during Libra season, something really strong is going to happen between now and October 21st or something like that. I'm not sure what Scorpio season thinks starts the 21st or 2nd, something like that. So before you're even moving this timeline up higher than originally we anticipated. So before Scorpio season, you're going to start to see something. And it's also like it's a similar message. It's like the things that you put out into the world, you're receiving back, like a reward for your hard work, a reward for the good vibes you put out, a reward, a karmic reward for just you being you and you being in this lifetime at this time in your life. Also, like this whole convergence of timeline stuff, like look into this because I feel like this is really, really somehow you're affecting this manifesting thing for yourself because of your because of you focusing on abundance and the law of attraction and and manifesting. I'm getting so excited here. I'm like burping and and hiccuping at the same time. So, okay. So that could be another thing. Like when stuff comes down, it'll be like a burp and a hiccup. It'll be like very exciting. All right. And you got 9 of Wands. So just in the Empress. Okay. So like just keep in mind the month may get a little bit busy and you may have to take it in waves. I'm feeling like nine of wands is like second wind energy. So just see it, so you can see it sort of like that, like right when you think you're going to get burnt out or you can't do much more, you need to take a little bit of a break and then suck it up and keep going because spirit needs you to keep going through. And but it's not, I mean, some of it is like physical activity, but I think most of it is your mental, your spiritual faith. Like don't let that waver, don't let that down, don't let that droop. Like scoop it up and push it through even higher. Even in the most difficult days, those are the days where you like scoop up those feelings of doubt and cover them, strengthen your resolve and your faith and push that up forward. So it's kind of a little like that to me. That's what I'm visualizing and getting from this 9 of Wands energy. Nine of Wands is sort of like you may get bumped and bruised, but you're not down for the count. It's so much like, that's what I kind of see, somebody not like so many uh historical, I would call them historical. I mean, maybe not historical, but epic. Okay, let's use epic. Epic fights in movies and stuff are the ones where it looks like the guy is out and he's like, guy's head down, or the girl is out. And then she's just like suddenly gets up and she has all this power all of a sudden. That's what it seems like to me for you. And it could be like not the whole aspect of this happens in October. Like you've had this in the past, the knockdown, but the October is the getting up and pushing through. The doing it, the second wind. October's your second wind is basically what it is. And it is definitely, you achieving the things that you need to achieve. So no worries. It is coming through strong and clear.
Let me see if this has any additional messages that I need to know. Yeah. Nine of Imps is taking action, inspiring others. You're having a lot of courage in your nonconformity. You're feeling liberated. And yeah. And any moment there's things seem to be a little wobbly, you pick yourself back up and you can push through. But I feel like also liberation and justice kind of go nicely together. It feels like it's almost like when you win in court or whatever, and in court it's they say, you know, this case dismissed, or case is win in your favor and you get $1 million billion or whatever. It's like, and then that moment you're like, yay! And then that moment you're like, oh my, it's the sense of relief. Like, what am I gonna do with all this money? So the Empress is also just a very nice, pleasant energy for October. Just feeling very natural, feeling connected to your surroundings, the people, the animals, the the your outdoors, the scenery. I also feel like you are a lot of sitting under the stars for you as well. You don't have to lay under the stars. You can just have a nice place, beautiful place outdoors. I would say, like, as much as you can, go outdoors, enjoy nice weather when it's presented to you, and very connect very much with your cat, um and if you're growing anything, enjoy the natural herbs and foods, fruits and things like that if you have that kind of stuff. But if I'm getting a very, like, also if in addition to, or if you don't have anything growing, like, do marketplace stuff. That's kind of something I'm hearing. And yeah, it's just kind of a nice in your power energy, because Empress is all about, and then Empress is also Libra. So again, the emphasis on the Libra season is powerful for you. Very nice. And isn't it your birthday coming up? Is your birthday in October? Or did we already pass it? Or am I wrong? Or are you Aries and I'm thinking Libra, because we always go with Empress? I'm getting all kind of confused. Oh, you're Aries, that's right. Yes, so the opposite of Aries is what you are right now, what this month is presenting to you. But you have a lot of this fire, so it's like use your natural energy, to go for it, and your natural inclination to like your natural impulses. If you feel like um if you're feeling a little bit like, what's the word, um oh, my stomach is growling and it's distracting me. If you're feeling like you want to take a chance, want to try something, then yeah, go, like, lean into that. Oh, your mom was, oh, she's Scorpio like me. Oh, you have to go? Sure, of course. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's getting a little long here. But yeah, go ahead and give me your question. So, okay. So let's see let's see what the oracle has to say. We're going to do the Halloween oracle for you as well, for your month of October. The Death card came out on one of the shuffles, so I feel like there's a little bit of a nod from your mom, and also the Death card is Scorpio, so kind of a double nod from mom. She's watching you, and she's there for you too during this amazing month.
Okay. Oh, so I got two really beautiful cards for you. Skeleton is strength, and the lamp is remembrance. And I'm hearing that song, that Coco song that I can't seem to get out of my head right now. Remember me, though we are far apart. Something like that. Remember me. Each time I am with you. No. Anyway, it's Coco's "Remember Me," and it's kind of romantic, but it also is can be like a message from people who passed on as well. You might like that movie. It's a sweet little Disney movie. And whatever pile you picked, if you picked the pile that I mentioned, Coco, if you pick pile 3, then maybe that is a double message for you out there to watch that movie. All right, so skeleton is strength. On the outside is flesh, on the inside is bone. There is strength and vulnerability in the power we have grown. Halloween is a scary festival. It is meant to frighten. We are meant to feel a release of being pleasantly scared. We trick or treat even though we know that someone may surprise us. We watch horror movies knowing they will scare us. We even dress as skeletons who have no flesh at all, and their bones are there for all to see. In short, we show our vulnerability at Halloween and our strength in facing our fears too. There is incredible strength. Okay, now I get it. I think fear is a way to allow us to show our vulnerability. Similarly, when we make love, we let go of ourselves, and fear is another way of not like in the Halloween time, watching scary movies during Halloween, nobody criticizes us because, well, people do make fun of you if you get too scared, like in a haunted house or something. But then if you're with somebody in a haunted house and you're both screaming, then you can both laugh at it because you're both being vulnerable. But if somebody is like walking through the haunted house and not screaming at anything, then I guess they're allowed to laugh at you if you're screaming. But that's not the point. The point is when we're faced with frightening things, it's normal to be scared, and there's no judgment. Okay. There's incredible strength in showing vulnerability, and it can be often be the bravest course of action and the most frightening. More often than not, it is a powerful catalyst for personal growth, even though we may not be able to perceive that at the time. I'm also hearing judgment is also a Scorpio card, and not to worry about judgment. Like, let that go. Let other people's judgment go, and you just keep doing you. You're amazing. And I think, yeah, I think that's a very good message. So, by showing our true selves and displaying some balanced vulnerability, we can seek and receive greater understanding from others. By admitting that we are wrong or that we don't have the solution when we are expected to, we leave more room to turn things around faster. By asking for help and support rather than asking as martyrs and feeling resentful, show strength and wisdom, not weakness. And also, if you picked pile 3, it had the two skeleton eternal love. And here again, the skeleton came out. So I don't know what pile you picked. If you didn't pick pile 3, then maybe this is a clue to check that one out as well. So the skeleton card brings itself to your attention, and it's saying, show strength and vulnerability if that is what you really feel. Shame, pride, grudges, or embarrassment are hefty burdens that need not be carried through the darkest of nights. So let go of those things. Who cares about them? And other people, if they want to act a certain way, that's their problem, not yours. All right. But I feel like you're going to get so much support. Like, you don't have to worry about that. But I feel like your guardian angels, your guides are trying to tell you always kind of keep yourself, in this strength energy. And they also see you as strong too, I think. And so the lamp is saying, I light a single candle within a lamp for you, a single flame in the darkness that reflects my heart so true.
Whilst it is a tradition to carve a jack-o'-lantern to scare away the spirits, it was an older tradition still to light a candle or a lamp on Halloween night and leave it at the window as a loving guide home for those who have passed, both as a symbol of remembrance and also as a kind of leaving the lights on for those who may wish to come home. The lamp was left on to illuminate the night and perhaps even the sadness that was felt because of the passing. And this card reminds us that it's a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. For those whom we did not have an easy relationship, or even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. And also, Terry, if you picked pile three, I talk about my dad. And my dad in life was an amazing guy. He was very dynamic. He was a diva like. Had a very hot, strong ego, very big ego. He was funny, very intelligent. And, so, there were times where he was kind of sentimental and caring and sweet and loving. But I mean, I don't necessarily see him that way like most of the time. Like a lot of what my memories of him was his anger and and some of his negative traits. And although but in death, like I was very close to him. So in life, and so in death, I see him differently. I see him more spiritual and more protective than he ever was in my life. So there could be this energy for you too that's happening, maybe with passed on loved ones, too, where they're your guides or guardian angels, or they're around you, but their energy is so much uplifted in the 5D. They're like a different kind of person in the 5D, or the best and the best of themselves, like like the most ideal version of themselves is what they are to you now. So I feel like that could be another message that's coming out. So I hope that makes sense. Anything else? Let's see. Let me get one of the Seasons of the Witch cards. Okay, thank you, Divine Goddess. Ooh, okay. These are all very good. I don't know. I'm gonna go through each of them. You got the broom. What dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way. A clearing need be. So I guess sweeping away the things that are not important to bring in the good stuff. And the harvest is coming. Third harvest. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk, filling your emptiness. You got some of the nicest cards in this deck. And you got reflection. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the mad and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Okay, so reflection to me is just simply, looking on the inside and seeing yourself for who you truly are, which is a very strong, beautiful person. But I feel like these two might be the main ones that we want to dive into. The third harvest definitely sounds like a lot of abundance coming in for you. So I love that. You got the only abundance card in the Halloween deck. So, yep, gathering, abundance, and preparation. Samhain served as a practical holiday that told their ancestors to prepare for the coming of winter, and the third harvest was a time to gather up the remainder of crops and prepare and store them to have enough food to last the harsh conditions. And the last of the wheat would be ground to flour, and the remains of fruit and vegetables would be pickled and canned, and meats salted. Everything with a shelf life was stored in underground cellars and packed with ice. And through the winters, though the winters might be harsh and gathering up your food is hard work, there's a feeling of abundance and pride in getting prepared. Imagine looking at your food stores and seeing a physical representation of your work. This is very symbolic. So imagine seeing the abundant rewards of planting your seeds and nourishing them as they grow. So this really emphasizes the 3 of Pentacles, which is so much of what your abundance is going to be what you created yourself. And so yeah. You're being guided to gather up your accomplishments, to celebrate your wins, and look at everything you've done and achieved. Or there may be, more of that happening in this month where you're really seeing the accomplishments and you're going to gather up all the rewards from your accomplishments. And also, whatever you achieve this month, and all the winnings and all the money and all the success and abundance, make sure you put some of it in savings. So that's a little side note. Don't forget to save some of that for winter. You can spend some, you can share some, but make sure to save some. Invest some too as well. Like, do different things with your money. Okay, when it comes through. And then the broom is about clearing, sweeping the dust, the house, cleaning, clearing, sweep away negative energy. So you could, like, when you clean your house, you can just do that. You don't have to even do a ritual. In your mind, you're like, as you sweep, you can say, you can just imagine negativity being swept away. There it goes, the negativity. I'm bringing in the good. There goes the lack, and here comes the abundance. And that's another fun little ritual that you can incorporate while you're sweeping. There's like rituals you can do while you're eating too. Right before you eat something, you say, this food is going to make me very healthy and help me lose weight, or whatever, like, you don't have to say that, but you can say, this is very nutritious for me and it will impact me in the most beneficial way, things like that. Like, I hardly ever do that, but our grace before meals is really nice. It's like saying thank you, God, for the bounty, the abundance of the world. So that's good. But you can also do a ritual type prayer before eating and say, and this food provides me the best nutrition. And no matter what you're eating, like even if it's marshmallows, you can just eat a marshmallow and say, this marshmallow is magical and it's changing my body in the most positive way. Like, really, it so much of how we are is our minds. It's like that. It's like the placebo effect of pills. It's staggering to know that sometimes a person can be just given a sugar pill and then they magically are cured or get better because their minds are so powerful to get them there, right? So our mind really, that's why, like, I think that's so much of why a diet can work, because we believe it can work, because we've been programmed, one, and also have faith that it works because of things that we've done before that have worked. But I think, certainly there are better foods than others for us out there in just a biological sense, but I think also our minds connected to things are so powerful. So keep on doing that, like doing those kinds of things that you're already implementing in your life. You can do it in so many areas. You have a very amazing ability to manifest. And so you're already creating those kinds of scenarios where you're getting the best possible outcomes through these little beautiful mental mental mindset, what you think about is what you bring about. That Alaskan guy told me that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny, because I have a similar philosophy because I had just read The Secret. So yeah, so it feels like a very positive month for you, and you're creating the abundance
sooner than you thought, and it's just you're going to be celebrating it sooner than you thought, and you're going to have to figure out how to spend it and save it too. So it's just a lot of a future planning of what to do with your abundance as well. And so make sure, do fun stuff like make a wish list, a bucket list too, things like that too. So you can know what you want to do with your abundance. All of that stuff is great. I'm glad for you. Yay! You got, I'm telling you, this deck is full of sad cards. Look, grief. This one's okay. Transformation. Dark moon. Haunted. Wolves. Rituals, okay. Rebirth. Some of these ancestors, some of them are just really deep. And you got the really... I'm so glad that people have been getting like the lighter cards. Create the darkness. Coming up winter. Lysis. Altar's nice. Seduction. So there's a lot of boobies in there, like sheer boobies in this one. All Hallows Eve. Oh, nice. Spider. Rooted. Pumpkin's a pretty good one. The ones that you can see the little like warmer colors in the picture, then you kind of know that they're the happier ones. Mischief. So I'm just trying to say, you got one of the best ones, and there you go. It's for a reason. For a reason. Okay. To be honest, you got 3 of the best ones. All right, let's see what Rainbow's question is. It does sound like a good plan for money. So, Rainbow says, is it safe to host for my siblings the holidays in my new home? Last time I hosted there, some family drama happened, and I don't want that again. Okay. Host. So I'm gonna take it to mean not like maybe like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and maybe also like certain extended visitations. So let's see if it's safe for you to host family. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, family's coming in town this month, and I need to get into let my daughter know, because we had some plans, but we also have to make sure that our plans maybe blend with family visits. Let me write that down. Okay. Family. Okay. Let's see. Three of Bats and Death. Three of Bats was upside down though. Oh wait, I was holding the deck upside down. Let's see what else. And Five of Amps. Oh gosh. Rainbow. Like, I don't want to like be bad news, but I feel like you may have another case of drama on your hands if you host. Magician. There's a lot that you can do possibly to prevent it. Like, um, let's see. I'm seeing, um, I'm seeing that like, sometimes the best way to deal with people to keep them from getting into trouble is by delegating a purpose, like giving them a project, or you're in charge of this, is that okay? Can I let you be in charge of blah blah blah? And then that keeps them from doing bad things. Like, say for instance, you say to one of your siblings, "Hey sibling, can I get you to be in charge of sweeping the floors or something like that?" So if if your sibling is in charge of sweeping the floor, then they may be less likely to track in dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're in charge of making sure the floors stay clean, then they'll get on everybody else's case and say, "Hey, keep what put your shoes at the front of the door, no tracking in mud," stuff like that. But I am getting a little sense of um the there may be a little drama, but I was feeling a little bit more of the home itself, like the cleanliness of the home, preserving the newness of it may be affected a little bit by the family. So if you can make if you can do that, that may help a little bit. Let's see. Three of bats. Let's see. So, emotional stuff. There could be, yeah, a little bit of emotional stuff happening. Crying, emotional. Maybe I don't know that, and if anybody's passed on in in your family, like anybody in your family, parents or father, anybody in your family, if they've passed on during the holidays, that issue might come up, I think. That may be something that could be it could be something emotional about that. The death card is not such a bad card because it can represent letting go of, so there could be, oh, okay, this could kind of be forgiveness. Like, so if somebody like brings up something that maybe they should keep to themselves or whatever, um the death card can be sort of the cure for that, just saying, let's clear that away. Also, I just got through talking about sweeping with Terry, but I'm getting sweeping again with death card, like clearing away of stuff to bring in something new. But then with the five of imps, we've got like fighting again, but it could be like playful things, like playing games, board games, like playing some kind of sports outdoors. I wouldn't suggest baseball or like ball type sports, or golf. but but mm, yeah, and you might want to preserve the lawn. So this is kind of tricky, but I feel like you got to keep these people occupied. So maybe instead of in the house, you go out of the house and people get tired, tire them out a lot, get them all tired out so that when they come home, they're just relaxing and they're not being too disruptive. I don't know why I'm seeing kids like being rough and rowdy. Like, how kids get, um, they're very feisty and they're running around and they're playing and stuff. But so the best way to deal with, to get them to be mellow is sometimes is like let them go play and be wild, but like in a designated area or something. Like, I was at a party the other day and her kids, they were swimming most of the time and running around. But once they finally got into the pool, then that wore them out enough to not to just chill out
not be running around the whole house all the time. I don't know why. I'm like, my tolerance level now for kids has changed quite a bit, but no, I mean, kids are wonderful. It's just I feel like there's certain things you gotta provide them with activities. You gotta give them certain responsibilities. I think kids, and I mean, but also certain adults that are sort of childlike need responsibilities because that helps give them focus. So that's what I was getting with the Five of Imps card, I guess. um, but yeah, don't nothing to worry about too much. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Something something gets cleared away for something new. I don't want to see any broken windows, any game playing. So let's avoid like the real sports. Like play Wii Sports or something like that if y'all are going to do sports. But the magician is positive. It just means you're pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Like you've got ideas. It just I think it just if it to make it work, it just have to be creative and you have to use the tools that work and you have to also visualize a positive outcome and positive connection and seize the opportunity and take action. Don't let them overwhelm you. You set the boundaries and you make plans and goals for everybody. So yeah, so you just have to be the boss. I know it's kind of annoying, and people's may balk at it at first a little bit, or they don't want to be treated like children. But I think you might have to do that a little bit. You got Four of Bats, um, reversed, but your dreams might be providing some insight to you about the matter. So definitely tap into your dreams, and then the next time I see you, you can tell me if you've had any dreams that might clue you in on what to do in this situation. Also, this is giving me those vibes again, like wear people out so much that all they do want to do when they get back to your house is rest, sleep or lounge around and watch TV or something, where they're not like getting into any trouble. So like plan, if your family's with you, can plan a lot of day trips outside of the house doing stuff, and then when they come back, they're happy, they're content, they're exhausted and content, and so there's less chance of getting into arguments when people have if you get into arguments away from the house, like at like an amusement park or park or wherever you're gonna go, like someplace, something like that. You got the Three of Imps, which is important. That's like, if this is gonna happen, if you feel like you need to do it, if you feel like you need to be the host and you almost feel like you don't have a choice, then you just have to really plan it very strongly. I feel like your family is going to expect it of you because you're the one now with the house. So they're going to sort of expect it of you. So I feel like you're going to need to plan, make sure you take a lot of steps. Yes. Let's see what the Seasons of the Witch Samhain says. We got candle magic. Speak your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine all that you desire, all that wish will unravel. So much of your situation, as usual, Rainbow, is the way you visualize it. So don't have a self-fulfilled prophecy. Just because it's happened before doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen again. So don't imagine it happening again. Um, Imagine yourself, like if you're gonna imagine yourself being powerful, strong, organized, having a plan, setting boundaries, being the dominant figure that everybody listens to, getting your husband, of course, maybe that's what he is, getting your husband, of course, to support you and be exactly on the same wave page, because that's going to be real important. people may play you two against each other. You don't want that. So definitely be a team on the same page about all decisions. And I think that will add some success. And then you can do a ritual here. The ritual is candle magic. And this is intentions and prayer. Like, there's so much behind your intention work that can make the best possible outcome happen. There are good spirits and nature's helpers who are drawn to the light of the flame. These spirits protect us as well as hold our intentions, making our spells all the more magical, effective, and special. When you're holding candle magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be, and they know you are in need of support and are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You don't need to worry, as your intentions will manifest when the time is right. So, very nice. If you want to use candles, here's some color correspondences. So, white is the higher self, the goddess, peace, purity, cleanliness, angels, mental powers, all purpose. You can visualize a very pure and clean and clear space, and everybody abiding by those rules, and light a white candle. Black is binding, protection, banishment, repelling negative things, negative energy, grounding, safety, uncrossing, and scrying. That red is grounding, stable, stability, strength, danger, confidence, fire element, action, assertiveness, sexual energy, vitality, motivation, and power. Orange is, you could like light an orange candle for your own confidence and your own strength. It's justice, it's self expression, it's fun, it's celebration. That would be a good one. I would say celebration, creativity, happiness, success, harvest, opportunity, legal matters, and ambition. So, orange, lighting an orange candle and setting some intention for a positive holiday that everybody feels satisfied and fulfilled, and that everybody will confidently follow you as the host. Yellow is energy and happiness and inspiration and sun magic and positive thinking and friendship and prosperity, self-esteem and beauty and intellect. Green is money, health, nurturing, growth, love, compassion, luck, plant magic, counters greed and jealousy, career, rebirth, harmony, partnership, and new beginnings. Blue is tranquility, water element, peace, truth, loyalty. I'll let y'all read with me. Weight loss. Oh, okay. I'm going to light some blue candles. Weight loss, harmony, organization, fidelity, forgiveness, expression, communication, and air element. Purple is spirituality, meditation, divination, contacting spirits, divinity, magical realm, intuition, dignity, messages, knowledge, and air element. Silver is feminine energy, awareness, dreams, victory, moon magic, imagination, psychic awareness. Gold is masculine energy, prosperity, sun energy, good luck, positive attitude, attraction, manifestation, luxury, and power. Pink is love, self-improvement, partnership, femininity, romance, emotional healing. Brown is earth magic, grounding, stability, earth element. Animal magic, endurance, security, decision-making, and material goods. Yeah, so here's some good candle that's white, higher self. Y'all can screenshot it if you want. But this is good for like your ritual work. And I heard a message as I was reading Rainbow. So if you get pregnant between, now, anytime during the holidays, keep it to yourself. Don't tell anybody about it. Even if you start to show, I don't feel like you'll show too much that'll give you away. But even if you start to show, keep it to yourself until you're at least, I'd say 4 to 5 months pregnant, like your second term. But you can keep it to yourself as long as you want to. But yeah, I'm just feeling like somebody might say something that's harmful to your to your mind, your mental state, and you don't want to listen to that. So don't even try to avoid that subject altogether. You know, the whole baby stuff. Try to avoid that subject. You don't need any negative reinforcements on that. Clear that, keep that clear that away. That's kind of that's something that's there too. So, but candle magic, and yeah, I feel like that will be very a nice thing to use during the upcoming, well, this month. Try it during this month. I feel candle magic will help prepare you, similar to Terry's money magic that's happening this month for her. She also has to learn how to save, or not learn, but she also has to save some of it for the winter. Like you use this amazing energetic period of of ritualistic energy, and use this period to manifest for the winter seasons, for the rest of the season. So that would be, I think that'd be really good. Let me see what your Halloween card is, and then we'll wrap it up, and I'll go get some grub. I know, what do you think I should eat, you guys? I know, I'm excited for you too, Terry. Okay. All right, all right. So we got the ghost came out for you. So no regrets. Don't go into regrets. Don't go into past sad energy at all. That's just gonna bring up stuff that you don't want to bring up, and it's gonna make you affect your psyche too much. You know, siblings, family members have such a good freaking way of getting to your, your worth issues, that so make certain subjects just plain taboo for you. You know what? Get your husband to speak up for you if you want. Just say, we're not talking about that, at all. So let's not do that. Yeah, so keep certain subjects taboo. But otherwise, I feel like you can handle it. It's just going to be really something that you have to have a lot of planning on. And as long as people feel like they everybody has a purpose, have something that they can do to contribute to the holiday festivities, then it may just work. But yeah, and your ritualistic, your positive energy you can bring about anything you wish. I'm seeing the tendency for it to go a little bit wacky, just like you saw the tendency. But we have the power, no matter what the the lines are, the tendency, the track is. We have the power to change tracks and make it whatever we want. In fact, this is the month to do it because of our timelines converging. The best possible timelines are happening right now. So just remember that the best possible outcome is happening. So you visualize on the best possible outcome. If your favorite outcome is that you don't have to host at all, then go with that. If you think that it is somewhat your duty or obligation to host, but you want it to turn out nice, then go with that track. But I think whatever you imagine is going to happen will happen. All right. All right, and good luck to Divine Goddess. Submissions, assignments for jobs. All right, yeah, I felt a nice thumbs up about jobs coming for you as well. So good luck with all of that, Divine Goddess, and good luck, Rainbow. And anybody who needs more information, more clarification, more readings, you can definitely email me, and we can do some more readings, or you can just wait until the next live and do some follow-up questions at the next live. And I should be doing it on a Tuesday night, most likely. I don't have anything getting in the way of this Tuesday. So thank you guys. I'm excited now to go eat lunch. You too have a wonderful weekend and week and all of that. Stay safe, everybody. And yes, I hope everybody enjoyed your time here, and I'll see you all again.
Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Thank you so much for pixie dust. Thank you so much for all your beautiful generosity. I so appreciate it. Bye bye.